All right, so for this video, I'll be ranking my top 10 Brian De Palma films. And he's a really cool director. You know, he's done a lot of different stuff over the years. He kind of started with they're almost like home video style films. They're like a little experimental and stuff. And there was a lot of like films of like filming people and spying on people and stuff like that. But then he kind of reached a turning point when he kind of started making more Hitchcock style movies. But anyways, so I'll go through and rank my 10 favorites. For number 10, I have The Untouchables. This one, it's like a classic mobster movie. And Robert De Niro plays Al Capone, and it's kind of like it's really good. It's a solid movie, but it's kind of like a blockbuster. How can I describe it? Like it's kind of a little cheesy here and there, maybe, and like it's a little like Hollywood-ish, but it's still a solid movie, and there's some really good parts, especially with like Al Capone and stuff. And shout out to Sean Connery too. For number 9, I chose Obsession. This is like when he started making more Hitchcock style movies, and this one is good. I thought it was pretty solid. It was a little predictable though. Maybe it was just, you know, I just so happened to guess what was going to happen, but maybe other people, it really hit them differently. I'm not sure, but it's still a solid movie. I really like it. It has a lot of like style to it. My number 8, I chose Carlito's Way. It's kind of like Scarface Part 2, but filmed in like, when was this filmed? It looks like 2005. Because it has Al Pacino as another criminal, but he's gotten out of jail and he's trying to change his ways. There's some really good scenes in this. Al Pacino does another great job, and Sean Penn is an interesting character. But it's a solid movie. It's not the best, but I really like certain parts of this. Okay, my number 7. This is where I really starting to love the movie. I pretty much love all the movies left. Body Double. This one was one of the last ones I had to watch of his, and I was really, really looking forward to it, and it didn't really disappoint. It's a lot of he kind of takes from his early days of voyeurism, like watching people through windows and like recording people and all that, but it's he you know, there's twists to it, and it's really really fun watch. Some really cool sequences, some really cool shots, and just the music. Overall it was a really, really cool film to watch. Some interesting characters. That's my number 7. Now my number 6 is Dressed to Kill. And I love this movie, so it's kind of shocking that it's my number 6, but yeah, it's really solid. Let me think here. Now there's a sequence, the first like 25 minutes or so, and there's a sequence in there that's really, really well done. It's like, it's almost like it's a short film or something, like tucked away into the movie. But I loved it, and loved the whole movie. The whole movie's good. And yeah, it's another one. It's one of his Hitchcock style movies that I was talking about. And same with Body Double. Next I have, so this would be number 5, Phantom of the Paradise. Now this is like one of the craziest movies you'll ever see. Just the whole style of it, the way it's like the vision that he had making this movie is really, really great. It's like kind of like in a league of its own almost. Not many movies that are similar to this that I've seen. It's like a musical about this guy who kind of sells his soul to this person, this record, like he's like a record producer or nightclub owner type guy. But yeah, so there's some really cool songs in this. Just a lot of the sets, and shout out to this actress here. Sorry, can't remember her name, but she's the actress from Suspiria. And so she kind of started off her career with Suspiria, and then Phantom of the Paradise is like, how awesome of a career start can you get? But yeah, it's a solid movie. It's really fun. And I also just wanted to quickly show everyone this VHS copy I have. Just look at how crazy this is. Friggin' black lipstick and like metal teeth and this guy's eye and everything. Like that just gives you a little glimpse into what the movie's gonna be like. Okay, so my number 4 is Sisters. This was his first really, probably, you know, I guess you could call it a masterpiece, but his first like amazing film in his discography or filmography or whatever. So yeah, it's very much like a Hitchcock style movie. Some of the shots and the sequences are amazing, especially like the first, you know, half of the movie is just so good. Really has you glued, and you really want to, you know, figure out what's going on. You're along for the ride and everything. And yeah, it's just really, really cool. I have it here on the like the original Criterion release. My number 3 is Carrie. Yeah, I mean, most people have seen this. Amazing movie, really great sequences. Love the visual styles. A lot of like dual split screen type shots, which he's done a lot of, especially in Sisters, Carrie. But yeah, just solid movie. You know, everyone knows this one. Don't have to say too much, but it doesn't disappoint. My number 2 is Blowout. Yeah, so I've talked about this in my top 5 John Travolta movies. So I won't spoil anything, but it's in there. And but yeah, it's just another amazing movie that in his Hitchcock style, out of all his Hitchcock style films. And John Travolta does an amazing job. The pretty much every scene in this movie is like good. And just the overall arc of the whole film itself is amazing. Like the beginning sequence is really cool. and then you know, how it ends and everything, it just wraps it up perfectly. And yeah, just love this whole film. Okay, and then for my number one, you might have guessed by now, I chose Scarface. It was just really hard not to put it at the number one spot because of like, you know, there's many reasons, but ultimately it's you know, how iconic the movie is, how amazing the movie is, the performances, you know, will be remembered forever. And overall, I'd say it's his best movie, one of my favorite films of all time. So not much more can be said than that. Scarface is number one. And a quick, I wanted to shout out a couple of films. The Fury is pretty good. I just find it strange because it also deals with like you know, telekinesis or whatever, similar to Carrie. So I'm just, it's kind of strange that he did the same topic like twice, but there's a couple sequences in this that are really worthwhile. And also I wanted to give a quick shout out to Femme Fatale, mainly for the first like 25 minutes or so. It's like, when I was first started this film and I saw that first sequence in the first 25 minutes, I was like, wow, this is amazing. Like, your eyes are just glued to the screen. But then unfortunately it kind of lost me. It's still worth watching, but you know. And also I wanted to give a quick shout out to Mission Impossible, because I think it's a solid film. And I really like the ending train sequence. But yeah, so that was a quick little video. I don't think, you know, I think it's pretty much what you would expect. No, I don't think there's any shockers or anything from my list. But yeah, so that's my top 10 Brian De Palma films. And let me know what yours are. Thanks, bye.